Change is everywhere, isn't it? It's a constant hum in the background of every modern organization. We get new software, new bosses, new targets. It's all meant to make things better. And yet, so many of these grand plans go completely pear-shaped. The reason is surprisingly simple, really. It's us. It's people. When change is announced, it doesn't just alter a spreadsheet or a process flow. It lands right in the middle of our daily lives, bringing a cloud of worry with it. It's the not knowing that gets you. This uncertainty is the real saboteur. It's a powerful force that can quietly grind even the most brilliant strategy to a halt. Employees start to wonder, will my job still be here next month? What will my new role even look like? Who is making these huge decisions without asking us? This kind of worry is exhausting. It drains our focus, making it hard to concentrate on the work we're supposed to be doing right now. Productivity dips, deadlines get missed, and a general feeling of unease settles over the whole team. When people feel insecure, they naturally become more cautious. They stop taking risks. They stop suggesting those brilliant, slightly left-field ideas that could lead to the next big breakthrough. Instead, they keep their heads down, hoping to ride out the storm without being noticed. This defensive crouch is terrible for business. It stifles innovation and stops the very growth the change was supposed to create in the first place. You can't expect people to build the future when they are terrified of what it might hold for them personally. It's just not how we're wired. Ultimately, ignoring the human element of change is like trying to sail a ship while forgetting about the wind and the tides. You can have the most beautiful vessel and a perfect map, but if you don't account for the powerful, invisible forces acting upon you, you'll just end up going in circles or crashing into the rocks. The first step to successful change, then, isn't a better plan or fancier technology. It's acknowledging the very real, very human fear that comes with not knowing what's next and deciding to do something about it. So, how do you fight something as powerful as uncertainty? You fight it with clarity. Think of it as turning on the lights in a dark room. Good, honest communication is the switch. Leaders absolutely must get out in front and share clear information, and they need to do it early and often. Tell your people precisely why the change is necessary for the company to thrive. Lay out the plan, step by step, and be upfront about the potential impacts. Good impacts, bad impacts. It's a bit like a doctor explaining a procedure. You want all the facts. This can't be a one-way street with bosses broadcasting messages from on high. Create genuine opportunities for two-way conversation. Town hall meetings, small group discussions, anonymous digital suggestion boxes. Let people ask the tough questions. Let them voice concerns without fear. When you listen, truly listen to their feedback, you start building a bridge of trust. That trust is the currency of change. Without it, people won't follow you anywhere, no matter how brilliant the destination. Alongside communication, you need fairness. People have a fine-tuned sense of what's fair. They may not love a decision, but they can accept it if the process was just. A public service agency saw much less resistance to a restructuring when they invited union representatives and staff committees to design new roles. Inclusion changed everything. It showed leaders weren't just imposing from an ivory tower. Be transparent about how decisions are made. What are the criteria? Who gets a say? Apply the rules consistently to everyone. No favorites. When people see a fair process and that their voices matter, even if the outcome isn't their preferred one, they are more likely to get on board. They feel respected. They feel part of the solution, not just a cog. Procedural fairness isn't a nice to have. It's core to getting people to support the journey. Change almost always means doing things in a new way, and that often requires new skills. It's no good telling a factory worker who has operated the same machine for 20 years that they now need to manage a complex robotic arm and then just walking away. That's not a plan. It's a recipe for panic and failure. A smart leader's first job is to identify the gap between the skills their team has today and the skills they will need to succeed tomorrow. This requires a proper, honest assessment, not just guesswork. Once you know what's needed, you have to provide the tools for people to get there. This means more than just a one-off training day. Think bigger. Offer a whole menu of support. Hands-on workshops, one-on-one coaching from experts, access to online learning modules people can do at their own pace. A hospital that was introducing a new digital patient record system gave nurses extra paid time on their shifts specifically to practice with the software in a safe, simulated environment. This allowed them to make mistakes without any real-world consequences, building their confidence before the system went live. It's also vital to show people where they fit into the new picture. Don't just train them for a task, show them a future. Map out clear career paths that demonstrate how these new skills can lead to promotions, new opportunities, greater job security. When employees see that learning this new software or process isn't just a short-term hassle, but a long-term investment in their own career, their whole attitude shifts. They move from feeling like a victim of change to an active participant in their own growth and development. This investment in skills does two wonderful things at once. Firstly, it directly tackles the fear of becoming obsolete, which is a huge source of anxiety for many workers. Secondly, it keeps valuable talent and institutional knowledge inside the organization. Instead of letting good people go because their old roles have disappeared, you are reskilling them to become the experts you need for the future. It's a win for the employee, who gets to grow, and a massive win for the company, which builds a more capable and adaptable workforce. In times of change, a leader's behavior is put under a microscope. People look to you not just for instructions, but for cues on how to feel. This is where supportive leadership becomes your most powerful tool. It starts with listening. You must actively seek out and acknowledge the very real concerns and emotions your team is experiencing. Saying things like, "I hear your frustration, and it's completely understandable," is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of empathy, and it shows your people that they are seen and heard as human beings. Leaders must also walk the talk. You cannot ask your team to embrace new collaborative software if you continue to send all your instructions via old-fashioned email. You have to be the first and most visible user of the new tools and processes. A tech company found that adoption of a new project management system skyrocketed only after the senior VPs started using it for all their own updates. Your actions speak volumes. You must model the new behaviors you want to see, showing everyone what good looks like in this new world. Support also means creating a safe space to get things wrong. Change involves a learning curve, and learning involves making mistakes. If the first person who tries a new process and messes up gets criticized, everyone else will be too scared to even try. Leaders need to praise effort, not just perfect results. Celebrate the small wins. Share stories of brave failures and what the team learned from them. This builds psychological safety, a culture where people feel secure enough to experiment, adapt, and ultimately master the new way of working. And this support can't just come from the CEO. In fact, the most critical support often comes from middle managers and team leaders. They are on the front lines, dealing with the day-to-day realities of the transition. They need to be empowered and trained to balance the pressure for results with genuine care for their people. They are the ones who can offer a kind word, arrange extra coaching, or just check in on someone who is struggling. Their support is the glue that holds the team together when things get tough. Successful change isn't a one-and-done event. It's about building a whole new muscle in your organization, the muscle of resilience. This means thinking long-term. Leaders should constantly be talking about how today's work connects to the future needs of the industry and to the company. The goal isn't just to survive this one change, but to get everyone ready for the next one, because there will always be a next one. Create systems to spot new opportunities and risks on the horizon before they become a crisis. Build a culture of continuous learning. Plan, do, review, learn, repeat. After every major project or change initiative, hold a proper review. What went well? What was a complete disaster? Be brutally honest. Capture those lessons. Don't let them evaporate. Write them down in simple guides. Create checklists. Build a library of knowledge for the next team. That stops repeating the same mistakes. Create formal and informal ways for people to share what they know. Set up communities of practice so similar roles can help each other solve problems. Reward and publicly recognize individuals and teams who learn new things and who actively teach and mentor others. When learning becomes part of everyone's job, the organization gets smarter, faster, and more adaptable. It doesn't just endure change, it gets better because of it. So what can you do right now? First, communicate openly. Tell your people what you know. Tell them what you don't know. Tell them why this is happening. Second, involve your team. Ask for input on the how, not just the what. Third, invest in skills. Give training and practice time. Finally, lead with empathy. Listen to fears and support people through the process. Focus on your people and turn change into an opportunity to build a stronger, fairer, more successful organization for everyone.